This is what we know so far. Now, as at yesterday, of the 10 who lost their lives, Swale Saidi was buried in his home, Kikambala, Kilifi County, and that was yesterday. And Francis Omondi Ogola is to be laid to rest on Sunday, 21st of April 2024, according to his will and his wishes. Azimio One Kenyan leaders wants investigations done and findings made public. This is a statement that was made by Raila Odinga and the entire Azimio team yesterday, as they were condoling with the family and friends and the country in general with regard to the tragic loss that the country experienced. And now what we know about the aircraft accident investigation that has been launched. Now, the aircraft that actually went down is the Bell UH-1 Eurocruise Hui helicopter, and the operator was the Kenya Defence Forces that was operating the said fleet. Now, the type of flight, it is considered a military utility chopper, the aircraft that was ferrying the CDF and the other 9 officers. Now, the manufacturer is America. It is made in America, and the production years, actually, it was rolled out between 1956 and 1987. These were the years that they were released after being produced, and the number of passengers on board on that fateful day were 12. Nature of damage, this has been classified as destroyed because the chopper went down, burnt down, and was destroyed. This is so that we know whether it can be repaired and be commissioned back or not, but this one has been classified as destroyed. And the location of occurrence is Sindar area, Kaben location, Elgeyo Marakwet County. This is important as investigations continue, so that they are able to know the scene of the accident. As investigations continue, the type of the plane, and the date of occurrence is 18th of April, the year 2024. Injuries too of everybody that was on that chopper. 2 are injured and in hospital being treated, and fatalities are 10, including the CDF. And the class of occurrence, this has been considered as an accident with regard to the ongoing investigations that have been launched and which are ongoing. Now, other aircraft's details with regard to that specific chopper, the Hui, is it took first flight in 1956, introduced in 1959, and the number of the choppers that were built and commissioned as 16,000. Of those, Kenya got a few fleets of the same that came to help the military with its activities. And objective was prevention of accidents and incidents. Now, the objective of these investigations is to see what they can do, what they can put in place to ensure that accidents would not happen if at all there was something that happened that was amiss in that plane. So the purpose of the investigation is to prevent future accidents, to make sure that they do not occur. And the parties involved in this investigation is Aircraft Accident Investigations Department, the FAA, the National Transport and Safety Board of the United States of America. Remember, that chopper was actually constructed by the Americans. Therefore, when it comes to investigations, they are to give in their views, to give in their touch, because they understand each and every bit of that chopper. And the Department of Defense Office of Inspector General. Now, the Inspector General's office will also be involved in this, together with the Department of Defense, working together in making sure that this investigation happens as expected of them. These are just some of what we know right now with regard to the ongoing investigations, where we are with regard to the accident that happened that took 10 of our disciplined forces. And also the parties involved is the ISO group, the Military Aircraft Accident Investigations and Reporting. These are just parties involved in the investigations that are going on with regard to that accident that happened that took out 10 of the disciplined forces, including the CDF General Francis Ogola. Today, the military is undertaking exercises at the Ulinzi Sports Complex as they bid goodbye to one of their own, to the big man with regard to the military, the man who always briefed President